제18회 실전 모의고사. 방송을 잘 듣고 답을 하기 바랍니다. 듣는 내용은 한 번만 방송됩니다. 1번. 대화를 듣고 남자가 이사할 집을 고르시오.
Oh, I've heard that you'll move into a new house.
Yes, I finally became a homeowner.
Wow, congratulations. Tell me about your house. I'm curious why you chose it.
First, it has a yard. I think the yard will be great for barbecues.
Sounds good. How many floors does it have?
2 floors. There's a balcony on the 2nd story. I can enjoy the view from there.
You've always dreamed of having such a house.
Yes, and the roof has an attic, so I'm planning a small library there.
Is there an attic as well? That's great. You haven't had your own space like that before.
That's right. Besides, it has a big window overlooking the whole village.
Oh, I do envy you.
Well, I can't wait to move in.
(2번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 심정으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hi, Grace. How was your soccer game today?
We had a pretty good game. We won 2-0.
Congratulations. Your coach must be very proud of your team.
With our win today, we made it to the semifinals.
That's wonderful, Grace. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
But what's bothering you?
Well, I made one goal today and assisted in another.
That's great.
Yes, but it would have been even better if you and Mom could have seen me.
We were going to go, but we got caught up at work. I apologize, Grace.
That's okay, Dad. It can't be helped.
(3번) 다음을 듣고 무엇에 관한 설명인지 고르시오.
This is an instrument that is the most commonly used of the modern string family. The body of this instrument is usually made of different types of wood, and it is generally strung with animal gut or steel strings. Its bow is made of wood and horsehair. This has 4 strings usually tuned in perfect fifths. Someone who plays this uses their arm, shoulder, and fingers. He or she either draws a bow, normally held in the right hand, across one or more strings, or plucks the strings with either hand. This is played in a wide variety of musical genres, for entertainment or in competitions.
(4번) 대화를 듣고 대화가 끝난 직후 여자가 할 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Amanda, what are you doing right now?
Oh, Dad, I'm just watching reruns of my favorite sitcom.
Now is not the time to just watch TV.
Why? What's your rush?
We've got to clean this place before your mother gets back from her business trip.
She's coming back today? She said she'd arrive tomorrow.
No, she called to let me know that she'll be here one day earlier. If we don't clean this place up, she's going to be mad at us.
Okay, what do we have to do first?
One of us should vacuum the living room while the other one does the dishes.
I prefer to do the dishes if that's okay.
Sure. Oh, but please throw out all those pizza boxes and cans first.
Okay. Wow, we sure ate a lot of pizza this week.
(5번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 지불할 총액을 고르시오.
Just let me out here, please.
Certainly, ma'am. That'll be $12.80.
What? I think that's at least $4 too much than normal.
But look, it says $12.80 on the meter.
Yes, but you took a wrong turn by that church and it took another 20 minutes.
It's not my fault. The roads around here are very confusing.
Well, it's certainly not my fault. After all, I gave you clear directions to my home when I got in your taxi.
But you got in my taxi and I drove you to your house, so you have to pay me.
True, but you should have followed my directions more carefully.
Then how about we share the cost? I'll subtract $2 from the total.
I guess that's fair enough, but I usually only pay $8.
Sorry, that's the best I can do.
Okay, I see.
(6번) 다음을 듣고 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Today you are entering a very special profession. As physicians, you may never be able to separate your work from your life. At times it may be hard to remember that the word doctor is not actually your first name. But in return, people will treat you with the utmost respect. You've spent years in class studying the human body and done extensive training in the field. And you've withstood more pressure in 6 years at medical school than most people experience in a lifetime. All I ask is that you remember one thing. Strive to serve others as best you can. Even after a 14-hour shift in a busy emergency room, never forget this. It is the essence of our profession.
(7번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 남자에게 부탁한 일을 고르시오.
This spaghetti sauce is going to be delicious.
It smells great. I've almost finished slicing the olives.
Great. I'm just chopping some fresh herbs.
Okay. By the way, where did you learn to make this sauce?
I learned it while I was an exchange student in Italy last year.
Oh, really? That must have been an amazing experience.
It really was. I could show you some photos after dinner if you like.
That sounds like fun. By the way, what should I do next?
It would be great if you could add some red wine to the sauce.
Okay. I don't think you have any.
Then could you pop out and get some?
Sure thing. Any particular kind?
No, just go and get what you want.
(8번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람의 관계를 가장 잘 나타낸 것을 고르시오.
First of all, close your eyes.
All right.
Now, keeping your eyes closed, shuffle these cards. Then open your eyes and lay 3 cards in front of you.
All right, I'm shuffling. Now 1, 2, 3.
Good. Now look at the first card. What do you see?
It's an image of some twins. What does it mean?
This card represents your past. On this card, twins represent some kind of indecision.
Wow, exactly. I certainly used to be indecisive.
The middle card represents the present. The young queen means you should let go of your greed for money.
That's what I'm worried about these days. Then does this final card represent my future?
That's right. The tower in the card means you are going to start on a great project.
That's great. I wonder what it will be.
(9번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 대화하고 있는 장소로 가장 적절한 곳을 고르시오.
Tony, how was opening night for you?
Well, I was a bit nervous, but that's good, I think.
So do I. Besides, this place was full. Every seat was occupied.
I noticed. So how did you feel about each scene?
Well, the restaurant scene was probably the hardest for me.
How come?
I think it's because of the stage lights. They get right in my eyes during that scene.
And it gets hot under the lights, doesn't it?
It sure does, especially with all the makeup.
So, do you feel like going out to the after-show party?
No, I'm too tired. I just want to go home, take some rest, and sleep.
Okay, we have another show tomorrow night.
(10번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 할 일을 고르시오.
So, as you can see, you can find the answer using this equation.
I see. Uh-oh, what just happened?
The lights just went out. Is it a power outage?
I don't know. Check by trying some appliances.
This computer won't switch on, and neither will this one.
It must be a power outage. Maybe it's affecting the whole university.
Well, look out of the window. It seems like all the other buildings have electricity.
Right, I can see the lights on. That's strange.
Well, we better find another place to study. I can't see a thing.
It looks as though the library has power. Let's go over there.
Maybe we should tell the janitor about this power outage.
You're probably right. Let's stop by his room and report the problem.
(11번) 다음 상품 목록을 보면서 대화를 듣고 여자가 가입할 상품을 고르시오.
Good afternoon, K-Telecom.
Hi, I'm calling to get an internet connection in my home.
Only internet, or do you require other services?
Well, what do you offer?
We offer a whole range of services, from phone line installation right up to our deluxe service, which includes wireless internet and cable TV.
Well, I'm not interested in cable TV, but I would like wireless internet.
Then you might be interested in our Freedom service.
What does that include?
With Freedom, you get a wireless broadband connection plus a phone line.
Fine. And if I decide I want to upgrade later on, what are my options?
Well, Good Time offers basic channels and Deluxe includes all movie channels.
Okay, I don't need those right now, as I said.
(12번) 모금 행사에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this very special fundraiser. Tonight we're raising money for the Canadian Heart Charity, or CHC. As you know, the CHC is committed to helping people suffering from heart disease. First of all, I want to thank you for generously paying $65 per head for the wonderful dinner. After dinner, we'll be hearing some inspiring speeches from some remarkable CHC volunteers. Next at 9 p.m., we'll have the pleasure of being entertained by one of Canada's most talented acoustic guitar trios. Then at 10 p.m., we'll finish up with a raffle. Don't forget to buy your raffle tickets. The main prize is a deluxe health weekend donated by Montreal's most luxurious spa.
(13번) 다음 그림의 상황에 가장 적절한 대화를 고르시오.
1.
Your dog seems to like squirrels.
He's not my dog. I don't know whose dog he is. 2.
It's such a nice day for a walk.
Yes, I know. We should have brought my dog. 3.
Watch out for the kid on rollerblades.
Thank you for warning me. 4.
Why don't we sit down on a bench?
I'd like to, but there's nowhere to sit. 5.
I appreciate you taking a walk with me in the park.
Don't mention it. I needed to walk my dog anyway.
(14번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Don't you like this food, Josh?
It's fine. To be honest, I'm not really hungry.
Really? That isn't like you. You usually have a tremendous appetite.
Yeah, that's true. I usually finish eating before you.
So what's up? Is something worrying you?
No, nothing's wrong. I'm fine, honestly.
Well, I don't think so. Just tell me. I am your girlfriend after all.
Okay, here it is. I grabbed a sandwich on the way to meet you.
Why? You knew we were meeting for dinner.
I know, but I just couldn't help myself. You always pick vegetarian restaurants, so I'm usually hungry after eating together.
Are you saying you don't like the restaurants I chose?
I like them, but the food doesn't fill me up.
(15번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hello, Minho. You look worried. What's up?
I don't know which university I should choose.
Let me hear about your thoughts. Have you decided what you want to study yet?
Well, I definitely want to study a language. However, there are too many options.
I see. You're currently studying English and Spanish, right?
That's right. My grades are best in English, but I love speaking Spanish.
What attracts you to Spanish so much?
Well, for one thing, I heard many people around the world are using Spanish, and it's fun to learn.
To me, learning two different languages is so difficult. You are amazing.
Thanks, but choosing one of them is such a hard decision.
Why don't you look into whether any schools allow you to major in English and Spanish together?
(16번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I can't wait to see the latest Batman movie. Everybody says the acting is amazing.
I know, and I heard the special effects are awesome.
You still have our movie tickets, right?
Yep, they're right here in my pocket.
Do you remember what time the movie starts?
Let's see. The tickets say 5 o'clock.
Oops, the movie starts in 20 minutes. Let's go quickly to the subway station.
I think we'll be late for the movie if we take the subway.
Maybe you're right. But I think if we take the number 23 bus and then walk for a few minutes, we'll reach the cinema on time.
Come on, let's just take a taxi. I'm tired.
Don't you ever worry about wasting your money?
(17번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 로라의 아버지가 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Laura's elderly father has been a widower ever since her mother died 10 years ago. These days, Laura takes care of her father and visits him regularly at home. When she was young, Laura's mother had been a famous dancer. Laura, however, didn't want to follow in her mother's footsteps and studied engineering instead. Despite this, Laura inherited some of her mother's talent, and she often dances around while she cleans her father's house and makes his meals. Today, as Laura's father watches her spin around in the living room, he notices just how much his daughter resembles his late wife. In this situation, what would Laura's father most likely say to her? "Laura,